Hello, today we're going to talk about how to replace the motor connector on a Beckhoff servo motor. From time to time these here will get broken off here. I don't have one here in front of me that's broken, so we're going to demonstrate off a brand new one how to repair it, okay? So you got your motor. The next thing you're going to need is you're going to need a torque wrench with a T8 bit on there. And then you're also going to need a Beckhoff replacement kit, motor housing replacement kit. The number for that part number is BEC-Z54000-2120. Okay, step one, we're going to take this top screw out here. So you take your T8 and just unscrew this. There's generally a little bit of paint on here, so it takes a little bit to get it off. But once it starts unscrewing, just go ahead and take it all the way off. And then you take that screw, just put it over here somewhere where it's safe. And then the next step is you want to push down on this. That peels up, and then you pull off, just like that, okay? And then if this is broken, it might be a little bit harder to get it off, but that's how it comes off. Then the next step is generally I move this up out of the way, and then I'll take and next step here is go ahead and unscrew all these 4 screws here, because 9 times out of 10 this is broken here, so you're going to have to replace this anyway. Take all 4 of these out. And I always like to keep my screws separate because the one's a flathead, these other ones are just like machine screws. Sometimes you have to move this over a little bit so you give clearance. Okay, so those 4 are off. Now what you're going to do is there's a little black button here you got to push, and sometimes you need to use a screwdriver. Push down and then just pulls out. And sometimes you may have to take a little screwdriver. Just be careful you don't stab yourself. Go in this way, it'll show you a little bit easier. There it comes right off. Now the next thing you want to do before you do anything is take a picture of it. So you're going to take a picture of the top, because it's kind of hard to see, but there's like 3 lines on the top. That's the front. Because if you get this all taken apart, and then it's going to go which one goes where. And then you also want to take pictures of all the different colors all the way around and where they go. And what I generally do is there's a big black piece right here that snaps onto the orange cover. It's right there. So just to the left of it is going to be this yellow with the green. And what I generally do is I'll write down the colors as I take them off as well. So we're going to pull each of them off. Okay, got them all off. At this point, you can take this off. So now your housing's all the way off. Now, the new kit comes with pins that you could, if you had to replace them, you can cut these off, crimp new ones on, and then you can put them back together. But since this is all fine, most of the time when you find them broken, the wires are okay. It's just the housing that you need. So that's all you're going to need. So once you get that done, then we can go ahead and start putting it together again. To put it back together, we're going to slide the bottom housing on the motor base itself. Slide all the pins through there. And you can do it either way. You could start with the wiring, or you can start with the screws. I like to start with the screws. So I'll go ahead and put those back on. Just get one snug, and then I always go kitty corner first, and then I'll put the other 2 on. I always like to tighten these 3 up first, and then when I turn it, it's not going to go anywhere. All right, those are tight. Okay, this here side is the back side. So the wires are going to come in this direction, and the pins will be pointing at this, the back side where my hand is. But if you look, this side's all nice and smooth around here. So when I flip this over, we're going to take a look at the other side so you know the difference between the two. Okay, so here's the other side. You can see there's some like little grooves here. It's like a Y shape here. That's going to be the front side. So the pins are going to be pointing towards you right now. And I always start at the bottom. Just to the bottom here, there's that big little notch right there. And then that big yellow with the green stripe will go here. So we'll go ahead and put that one on first. And when you do that, if you can see this here, there's a little piece that sticks out a little bit more here. And then it goes back down to the small pin here. When you put that in, put that right above the plastic there, and it'll snap in, and it'll stay right there. And then now I'm going to get my sheet that I wrote everything down on. And then the next one to the left of it is going to be my little, there's a red and a blue. So I'm going to put my red next to it. Again, there's a little, these are kind of hard, so put that little blue, or that little piece right there. It's not going to stick up as much as the other one, but that little piece that sticks out on the pin there, that goes right above it. And then I'm going to put the blue next to it. And then after that one, it's going to be my yellow. It's fighting me. Needs to come up just a little bit more. These things can be hard sometimes, so if you're having difficulties, just take your time, be patient. There it goes. And then it's the blue one. And then the last one is the brown one. Okay, now we got all those in. You can kind of see they're all nice and pretty and it's tucked in there again. We're going to take our little housing. And this here's the front side. This is the back side. So we're going to, that little black notch there down there by the yellow, this is going to slide right onto there. And you hear a click, it'll snap and it won't go anywhere. Then what you're going to look at is on the side here, you see how that has like a little bit of a T? That fits down in this groove here. And there's one on the other side too. So they both have to be facing down. So you push that in here like that, so it's there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your piece, and if you look at it, the bottom here slides into the bottom of there. So you have to kind of come up from the bottom, catch it, and then push it on. And then you have to push it a little bit and push down. And what I do, when I put that last screw in, it's going to fight me a little bit because it always has, is push down, or push back towards the back and down, put that screw in there. Here, let me do this first. Get it started. Tighten up that screw. When you get down to the bottom, you don't have to hold it, but tighten it up, and there you go. And if you look at it, your pins are all right there, ready to go. And if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you with it. And we also have a written document on this as well. So if you prefer a written document versus video, we can do that for you as well. Just let us know, and we'll email it to you, and you'll have it.